This morning I woke up and I went to go on my daily routine of watering and checking in on all my plants, and I discovered something really exciting. So I decided that this week I need to give you a plant tour of all the plants that I'm growing in my 700 square foot downtown Chicago apartment. Because let me tell you, keeping plants alive in a city is not easy because there's so many constraints with air, humidity, light, all of those things. So today I'm going to share with you the success and failures I've had. And honestly, I am really proud of this. I started kind of experimenting with plants about a year ago, just, little succulents, stuff like that. Well, plus the Venus flytrap that I killed shortly after. But I am really proud of all the plant growth that I've had, and I also want to document how much they've grown so that a couple months from now I can look back and see the progress. I'm gonna go ahead and start by showing you some of my more experimental kind of plants that we're trying to grow. Not all plants are as easy to grow as others, obviously. So starting off, I've got my Pothos plant. Now later on I'll show you my purple Pothos, and I've had a lot more luck growing the purple Pothos. I'm really not sure why, but the normal Pothos is growing a lot slower. So I recently moved it into a spot with more light, and I'm hoping that that will promote growth. Now it's sitting in a little nook in our floor to ceiling window, and my dream would be for it to grow all the way up the window. I think it would be a great spot for it to support on, but also like, oh my gosh, my gardening dreams would just, that would be so beautiful. I struggle so much with succulents. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just find that they are really difficult to grow because I think I'm constantly switching back and forth between overwatering and underwatering. But this guy has been hanging on, and I haven't seen any dead leaves on him for a while, but he's not growing. So maybe it's just a really slow growing, but I do love him. I also think I upgraded his pot too early, and he looked cramped at the time, but then he kind of, went through an underwatering phase and started dying. Okay. This is a project, and I don't know if this is gonna work, but I watched a video. It was saying that the way to grow new succulents is to take leaves from healthy succulents, lay them out on some flat dirt, and then spray them with a spray bottle once a week, and that's what we've been doing. I have concerns. Right now, it looks like just what it is, which is just succulents laying on top of dirt, but it is really exciting, and I will keep you updated on if this works or not, because I have quite a few doubts. This is the star of the show. I swear there's even more little popping up since this morning. When Alex was a kid, his dad used to grow sunflowers in their backyard, and he was just talking about how he missed that, and I was like, I bet I could grow sunflowers in our apartment. Now, I do think that this is gonna be a disaster somewhat later on when it gets really big. Also, why is it so expensive to get large pots for plants? I don't understand that, but check this out, seriously. I've never grown anything from seed before. When I woke up and I saw all of these little sprouts, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's such a gift watching them grow. Right now I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder if I put too many seeds in here. Again, I've never grown from seed, but there are 7 little sprouts, and I love that. I'm so excited. Getting to watch these grow is such a blessing. And it was funny too because my Bible study this morning was the passage, I am the vine, you are the branches. And I just the fact that fell in today, just a little God nod reminding me about abiding in him and caring for my relationship with him the same way that I care for my plants. Love that. This is looking a lot better. I repotted this cute little succulent, and it's already looking so much better. I do find that the trick with succulents is the pot size matters a lot. This one, I think, was stealing the nutrients from the other guys, maybe, question mark. They're still a little bit shriveled, so I do want to, I don't know, I do feel like I need to do something about that to fix these guys up. And then this is also scary because this pot does not have a drainage hole, which if you have any plants or you know anything about plants, you know that you really don't want to put succulents in a pot without a drainage hole. But I did get some rocks and I laid them on the bottom so that the water can seep through the soil and then through the rocks so that I don't get root rot on these. I don't think that'll be an issue, but I do like them in this pot because I think this is a really cute pot. Succulents are hard because I want to put them on my desk and I want to put them in the kitchen, and like they won't survive there, right? Because like it's not enough light. Obviously I have a lot of plants to care for right now, but longer term I would really love to get some lower light plants. We don't have a light in our bathroom, but I would love, oh my gosh, I would love to keep like a fern or a pothos or maybe even like a snake plant in the bathroom. I just think that would be so cozy and refreshing and nice. But obviously that's not really ever going to be a possibility here, but we do have some space like in the kitchen. I got these little like, wall hangers that I really want to hang up for my plants, so I just love to like bring more color into more rooms. Now we're moving on to the living room. This is what I would say is probably the epicenter of all of our plants. When we moved here, our TV broke during the move, so we decided not to replace it just because we don't really want to watch that much TV. We have our laptops if we really need to, and also like TVs are just really ugly. We decided it wasn't something that we needed. Cut to, because our entertainment center is right by our window, it's kind of become the epicenter of our plants, and I love it because when we're sitting on the couch, we don't see a big black ugly TV, we see gorgeous growth and plants. So let me kind of walk you through what we've got here. Starting over on this side, we've got our English ivy plant. I love this plant. I'm not going to move it because it has started grabbing onto the wall and climbing up. My dream would be if I could get it to go all the way up here. Also, the reason that I got an English ivy was, well, yeah, one, because it's a vining plant and I love that, but also because it is known to clean air and it's an invasive species, so it's actually kind of a problem with people planting it in their gardens and whatnot. But obviously it's contained here, it's not infecting any like natural plant growth, so I love it. I want to propagate it soon. I don't even know how. Next up, I am so incredibly proud of this. Snake plants are always really overwhelming to me because everyone says that they're easy, but I killed several. But honestly, they really are easy. The key is just don't overwater, and when it starts looking thirsty, give it a little bit of water. And that's pretty much how I've been able to keep it alive. I didn't even realize how much it had grown, and then I was looking in my camera roll the other day and I saw a picture of it from the night I got it, and I'm like, oh wow, 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 wow. And snake plants are also really good at moving toxins from the air. I mean, all plants are, but they all remove different types of toxins. So I'm very thankful for my snake plant. And this makes me so nervous, but I did decide I'm trying to propagate these, and it makes me extremely nervous, but I just cut off the tops of 2 little different snake plants and I put them in water, and supposedly in like 4 weeks roots will grow out of the bottom. And it's really, this was challenging for me because plants are living, and so snipping them makes me feel like, I know they're not like sentient beings, but I read an article that when you snip plants, apparently there's sounds that are so delicate they can't be heard by the human ear, but it sounds like a plant like crying. I don't know if that's legit or not, but ever since I heard that, I feel it's like so, I don't know, just so cautious about cutting plants, even like dead vines, stuff, pruning them away, which I know is important. But I feel such pride in the fact that the snake plant has survived, and so I really just want to see it succeed. So if you have any tips on propagating snake plants, please let me know because I am here for it. I would love to grow a little garden of snake plants. I think that would be phenomenal. Moving over here, I'm not going to move this one because it is a vining plant and it has started to vine around my snake plant, which I think is really cool. But this is a little Hoya. I actually bought this from someone in my apartment. She grew this from a clipping from another La Hoya, and actually looking at it, it looks like I might need a repot soon. But like, why are plant pots so expensive? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going broke on plant pots, and maybe I'll start, I don't know, putting my succulents in coffee mugs or something. I just love this, like the way it's growing up and around my snake plant. I just think that is amazing and beautiful, and it's kind of interesting to see like the way it's chosen to lean on this instead of like the light is that way. So I just think that's really interesting. Okay, this is probably a mistake, but one day I walked into Home Depot. I was not gonna get any plants. I had no intention of getting plants, but this was on sale for $8, and I was like, These usually retail for like 20, 30 bucks. So I was like, okay, $8. He has been the trickiest, I think, to keep alive in an apartment setting, and that is because he requires so much moisture. So ideally, this would thrive better outside or in a bathroom. He was doing really well for a while, and then I repotted him into 3 different pots. So this is the Fern 2.0. I'm actually like getting to see some of the little sprouts come up, which is so exciting because I was kind of wondering if I had kind of killed this one. Everyone says that it's really easy to propagate new ferns. So they're like, all you do, take it out, cut it in half, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, that was not the case I had. I felt like I was murdering this plant, cutting through the roots and stuff, and I still don't feel like, I got this pot just for this plant. I still don't feel like it's big enough. I don't know, so I'm struggling with fern care, which is funny because I did not think ferns would be like my nemesis in this, and it just makes me sad. Like the leaves are browning, so I think I need to be more consistent. I try to spray this most mornings, several times a day with just like a little spray bottle to kind of add moisture to the leaves, and that has been a game changer. So I'm kind of early on in that process, but I'm hoping that that kind of works to revitalize, refresh. Here's the other failed attempt. I haven't given up on this yet because this little guy, he looks like he could still have life in him, so I'm gonna hold out before I give up hope and just keep watering. But I do have concerns about his long-term health. This one is actually kind of sentimental. Alex wanted to get me flowers, and I was coming with him to the grocery store, and so he was like, you can pick out any flowers you want. And I came back with these guys. This is actually a rose bush, and it shocks me, but it's growing really well, like really well. There's so many new sprouts of growth. Oh my gosh, and there's a new one. I didn't even see that one. The thing about this one is when we got back from San Francisco, I did notice a little mushroom, and I was like, ah, mushroom. I was like, that's gotta be amazing. There are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are now 5 mushrooms in this plant. And I'm starting to think that maybe the mushrooms aren't great. Google was like, you need to take them out, but like, I'm so proud, and it feels like nature. Like, I don't want to mess with the plant. It's so happy. Look at this. I've got 3 roses that have been bloomed for a long time, a new bud here, and just so much new growth. Like, I don't want to do anything to mess with it. I'm pretty sure that the mushrooms grew because I think I was overwatering it for a period of time. Now I think I'm underwatering it because I tried to overcorrect. But supposedly it created like bacteria that grew the mushrooms, but like also that's just life, you know? Like, there's mushrooms outside. I know they can be toxic, but we don't have any pets, and I'm certainly not gonna go eating these mushrooms. So hopefully it survives, but if you have any tips on that, I've never really dealt with anything like that before, but I am very, very excited about this guy. I just don't want to mess with it because it's happy, and I'm so proud of this. Growing roses in a pot, I really didn't think I could do. Okay, we have another troublemaker in our midst. This is another succulent. I don't know why he's unhappy, and it makes me really sad. He's got all these little extra roots coming out from the side here. I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to figure out what he wants. He's been growing towards the light, but on this side, some of the little leaves are falling off. He doesn't look super happy, and this previously was a really healthy plant. Google said he's not getting enough light. He's in a floor-to-ceiling window. Like, that's the best I got. I hope that he comes back, but I love this color, like the purple. I just think it's gorgeous. I think he's gorgeous. You are amazing. The spider plant I'm really pumped about, and I do have a picture when I first got him. I didn't even realize he was doing well until I saw the picture of the back-to-back. The growth is amazing to me. Like, that is the best part of growing plants inside, is I love getting out of bed before I even go and drink my coffee. I'm running to check out how my plants are doing, and that is just, it's wonderful, like getting to see life, and just beautiful. Oh, what's exciting is there's this whole little branch that is growing new spider plants, and I am like losing my mind. I'm so excited. So this one's really fun. This is called a string cheese plant, and he is binding. It's growing. He is so happy. He is just like sprung up out of nowhere. He is growing up along the window, just like I hope and dream. The leaves kind of like sprout up as like a thick stem, and then they look like curled up leaves, and then eventually they just like uncurl themselves into like fresh new leaves. It's amazing. Like, moving into the window, this is kind of like moving back into more of like experimental plants. Okay, so I've always wanted an aloe plant. And this one I'm also nervous about because you're not supposed to water it that often and it's supposed to get a lot of light. So I always it's just hard for me to know water, don't water, water, don't water, water, don't water. I hope that he grows big and strong. There were really big ones at the store and they were like 20 bucks, but I got this guy for $6 because he's smaller. I would love to have a massive aloe plant and then be able to make our own aloe. Oh, that would be the dream. I don't know, TBD, we'll see. This is an experiment. A very big experiment. I'm trying to grow basil from seed, and as you can see, nothing has popped up yet. I'm getting a little nervous because I planted this the same day that I planted the sunflowers, and the sunflowers are already like germinating, popping up, and this guy hasn't moved yet. I probably should have just bought a basil plant, but I really want to see how it does growing indoors, and then I'd love to plant some mint, rosemary, like some spices that we can use pretty much year round. I think that would be amazing because whenever we buy herbs from the grocery store, it's like basil to put on pizza or in salads or whatever, it goes bad before we can use it all. So I would love to have a plant growing so that we can take little leaves as we want them, as we need them, and then just let it do its thing. We have one more plant. This is my pride and joy. This is a purple pothos. This was also grown from a clipping and he's doing really, really well. It started from such a teeny tiny little seed and now it's long and draping and gorgeous. And I'm in the process of repropagating these guys too. Two little clippings, but they actually have roots on them. You can see like that right there. And then there's little tiny roots growing. Like, look at those roots. Like, it's so cool. So then this will be a whole new purple pothos. I don't know why the purple pothos is like growing incredibly fast and speedy, and I'm struggling with the green pothos. So if you have any advice or any recommendations for any of my plants, if you see me doing anything wrong, please let me know because I am having the time of my life watching these guys grow and I want to continue to be a good plant mom. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you feel inspired to grow plants in your own apartment or house or yard or wherever it is that you are. Just know that even if you're in a big city, you can totally handle it. If I can handle it, you can handle it. I'm excited to continue watching these grow and to continue sharing their growth and documenting it because it really is amazing. So I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day and I'll see you right back here real soon. Bye.